This broadcast will start in 15 seconds. This broadcast will start in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The Voice of Stockton. For more information on The Voice of Stockton, go to thevoiceofstockton.org.
The views and opinions expressed in the following program do not necessarily reflect those of KXVS The Voice of Stockton or its parents, affiliates, management, and staff.
With me today, Norma Halstead and Carmen Bais, and they are affiliated with the Hispanic Business Committee of the Lodi Chamber. And our focus today is talking about their scholarships, and we are also honored to have two scholarship recipients that are recent graduates from Lodi High. Go Flames! We have Frenly Espino and Anna Jimenez. So we'll be talking with all of you. I'm going to start first with Carmen. Tell us how this particular committee was formed with the Chamber and why it's so important in Lodi.
Well, we started 3 years ago, and the main focus is the small businesses in our community. We have a lot of small businesses that are not well known, that have very little income to advertise themselves and to let themselves know in the community, and we're the voice for them.
Awesome. That's beautiful that you're the voice for them. But you also give supportive services as well as being their voice.
Yes.
Norma, do you want to talk about your affiliation? And also I'd like to hear from both of you what this means to you and why you want to be connected with this committee.
Well, one of the things we do as far as more than being just a voice for them is to connect them to the services that they need. So let's say they need financial counseling, or maybe to see about getting their business license as just starting off. We are there to guide them to the way to move their business forward. As far as why I got involved, I'm a realtor. My husband and I are partners in a real estate team here in Lodi, and it's my way of getting more involved with the city.
Wonderful.
Wanting to know what my community is all about, what their needs are, and how I can help them in more ways than just helping them find or sell a house.
Okay. And the Lodi Chamber itself, and hopefully we'll have them on the show sometime in the future, offers a huge amount of services to the business community. What's different about your branch, and why was there so much of a need?
Well, first of all, because we cater to the Hispanic community. And if you look at the demographics of Lodi, about 17% of the community speaks Spanish. And it's very hard for Spanish-speaking people to integrate into the mainstream. And so for the ability that we have not only to connect with them and to talk to them and find out what they need, we are their voice. We definitely know where to send them if they need, or what avenues to give them.
And are you also working on helping them to build English-speaking skills as well?
That's the most important. If they cannot speak English, they just can't progress. They kind of just stay stalemated. So it's really important, not only for them, but their children. And that's why it's important for us, for these scholarships, to create a way for our kids to further their education and excel and become, very productive in the community.
Awesome, awesome. And in the literature I was looking at, there's a term, the Heritage District. Do you want to talk about, Norma, what is the Heritage District?
The Heritage District of Lodi is what was originally considered the east side.
Okay.
Basically east of the railroad tracks,
okay.
Which is a largely Hispanic community. we didn't like the term East Side. The
course
city
not.
decided to, let's not make it so separated. It's
Mhm.
not an East Side, West Side. We're all Lodi. We all want to be known as one, but it is an older part of town. It's got some beautiful homes over there, and it has a lot of
where we
history.
started.
Yes, and as of right now, it is largely Hispanic occupied, and so it was a matter of bringing them together with the rest of Lodi. We want them to know that we're all one. We're all one Lodi. Let's not put the separation there. So the city renamed it the Heritage District.
I like that. It sounds elegant and it gives it a historical
Yes.
significance. So that's important. Let's go back and talk about the scholarships because it's my understanding that unfortunately in the high schools the dropout rate can be high, and also that a lot of students, especially those that might live in the Heritage District, are not going on to further their education.
Well, in the Heritage District, a lot of the people are minimum wage. And so it's really important for the family units to stay together. And what happens a lot is that the kids become part of that income base. So as the kids get older, they're asked to contribute to the family well-being and the finances and so on and so forth. So that is, for us, it gives a child that feels that they have to contribute to the family. It doesn't give them an outlet. They're not excited about their education. They're only excited about making money, and that's not always where you want your child to be. You don't want them to make minimum wage for the rest of their life. So the scholarship program helps the families allow their children to go to college, and you know, a family will always thrive when a child does better, because they're going to contribute eventually anyway. It's just how much.
Well, and the more educated that you are, the more income that you're going to have in the long run anyway, and the better quality of life. It just makes sense. How many scholarships are you giving out, and what are roughly like the average amounts?
This is our third year of giving scholarships, and each year we've been able to increase the amount.
Awesome.
So we've tried to give 4 each year, and we kept that for this year as well. Our kids got 1,500 this year.
Wonderful.
Which was considerable more than they had last year. So we're proud of that.
Great. That's excellent. All right, let's talk to Anna and Frenly a little bit. Let's go to you, Anna. You're all smiles. You're very excited about your scholarship. Talk about first how you found out about the scholarship. What was it like applying for the scholarship, and what does it mean to you?
Well, we have, the Career Center, and then that's how we found out about the scholarships.
That's at your school?
Yeah, that's
okay.
our school.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Go Flames.
Yeah, so I found out through that, and what it took, applying the application, filling it out, and then...
How difficult was that? Was it competitive? Were there a lot of people that turned in applications?
We had, I believe, it was, 19.
19? Okay.
19 applicants.
Okay.
And we require them to write a resume.
Okay, good. That's important.
An essay.
An essay. We also look at how community involved they are.
Okay.
Their GPA, obviously, and what they're planning on going to do.
Okay. And let's go back to Anna. So what does this scholarship mean to you? Is this the difference between you going to school and not going to school?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
Because...
You're changing lives.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, because like they said, my family is like low income, so like any like scholarships is like very beneficial in terms of like, going somewhere beyond high school, because my parents never got the opportunity to go, beyond middle school. And so
you're the first in your family?
Yeah,
That's so awesome. Congratulations. That's wonderful. And where are you going?
UOP.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
magnificent. Excellent school. Yay. Awesome. Wonderful. Okay. And Frenly, for you, talk about your community involvement, what you're doing to help the community that made you stand out. Why do you think you got the scholarship?
I believe I got the scholarship because I was very involved in my STEM community there
Great.
at Lodi High.
Wonderful.
And so I was a big part of it, and because I was doing a lot of things like Science Olympiad.
Wonderful.
I was part of the first rocketry program there, and then I also started up with a couple of friends 3D printing there at Lodi High.
Great. Awesome.
Yeah.
Did you know that in Stockton we have the Fab Lab? We have a rocketry lab that just opened last year.
Oh, really? I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
so you'll have to check that out with the County of Education. And we have a couple of our libraries now in Stockton have 3D printers. Where are you working with 3D printers?
Well, I was just mainly, the real reason I was like working with the 3D printers was more so to give an outlet for, underclassmen, to really experience what STEM can really be like. And so
Great.
I thought that was a wonderful opportunity for that to happen, and so that maybe they can get interested in the STEM community and, be encouraged to go on further.
Awesome. My Leadership Stockton class, we actually set up a makerspace in the Cesar Chavez Library in downtown Stockton, and we do have a 3D printer that's open, and it's great because to me that's the wave of the future, and we want our students to have access to that technology so that they can create innovative things. That's awesome. Do you want to tell our listeners, for people that might not know, what STEM means?
STEM means science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
Awesome. And they're adding some other aspects to that now. But it's so important to me, and especially, and don't take this personally, but especially for women, to be involved in the sciences and mathematics that traditionally have not been women-involved skills. Yes. We want to encourage that. Let's go back to Anna. Why do you think you got the scholarship? And what was your community service?
Oh, my community service? Well, I do 3 sports, and I was doing 3 sports in high school, 4 years around, and
wow.
Yeah, and besides that, like when I didn't have tournaments or practices during on Saturdays or when I was available, I would always be out in the community, like doing, helping out in terms of services. And so over the years, I was able to help a few events in Lodi itself and Stockton too, actually.
Awesome.
And then I got to experience more about, that perspective of connecting with your community.
And going back to the Lodi Chamber offers Leadership Lodi. I'm actually going to be applying for that this year. I'm excited.
Awesome.
It's a great program.
I think any program like that really gives people guidance on working more with their community, how to make things happen, how to be involved, is just really, really valuable. And it's really exciting and encouraging to have both of you here as graduates and not only hear what you've done, but you have plans to achieve more, and you're both really motivated and excited. And this scholarship, it sounds like, can be bridging the gap and giving you opportunities that you might not have had. So that's wonderful. Awesome. And did you want to talk at all about the 2 other recipients from this year?
Well, both, I don't even know where to start with both of them. Both of them obviously submitted the required documentation. One of them is here without parents and is self-supporting.
Wow.
And it was
a huge challenge.
Very huge challenge. The other is into nursing, I believe it is, and quite involved in the community with a lot of the church events and some of the civil events in the area. What else can I say about her? Just a really sharp kid.
Well, and let's talk about fundraising and how you get the money for the scholarships, because you have a really important event coming up in September for the scholarships. So let's talk about that fundraising and how vital it is to be able to provide the scholarships for the students. And then we'll come back and talk more. But go ahead and let's highlight your event.
Well, go ahead.
Okay, well, we have our Hispanic Business Committee Scholarship Dinner that's coming up on September 8th. It is the only fundraising event that we have that provides the money to go to these students. As Carmen said, this year we were able to provide a higher scholarship amount, though we would like to be able to do more. whether it be additional students that receive.
Additional students would be awesome. Let's help
And
more
or-
people.
Exactly.
We could,
It'd be awesome.
it's hard to select
Right.
because there's
Of
so much
course.
need. There is a lot of need.
And how much are the tickets? Where is the event? And what day of the week is September 8th?
September 8th is a Saturday. The event is at the American Legion Hall at 320 North Washington Street in
In
Lodi. And the tickets are $50. It's a formal event.
Oh, it's formal.
It is
Awesome.
formal. Everyone gets to
Dress
get
up.
all dressed up and put on your dancing shoes because Latin Magic will be performing for us. That's our entertainment.
Wonderful. Awesome.
It's a
And will
really
you have,
fun event.
We'll have raffles.
I was going to ask, will you have raffles,
We will have
silent
raffles.
auction?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Excellent. And if one of our listeners right now wants to get a ticket, how can they get a ticket?
Miss
They,
Norma.
they can contact me, Norma,
Okay.
on my phone at 209-712-0684, or they can go to the Lodi Chamber of Commerce's website and they can purchase their tickets online there.
Awesome. Awesome. And that sounds like it'll be an amazing event. So this is the third year for having that as well?
That is correct.
Wonderful. And how many people are you hoping will attend? What's a sellout for you?
We'd like to have 400.
That would be
That would be
amazing.
amazing.
All right,
Awesome.
awesome. Good. So maybe with some of our listeners, and hopefully you'll bring a flyer and we'll keep promoting that event
Yes, yes.
because that's vital. And I understand that you're also thinking of offering business scholarships.
Yes, we're working right now in trying to develop a program or a grant that we can offer the small business. We're trying to figure out exactly how best to help them. And we're going into the community and visiting the individual businesses, asking them, you know, if we were able to help you, how can the chamber assist you? What are the needs that you may have? It could be just a simple thing as painting the building or getting lighting in front of their building. And so,
Advertising.
yes, advertising, of course, and some small businesses don't really have a complex accounting system, and that would be, you know, something that we might be able to help with. But all in all, at this point, it's just in the starting stages where we're working to find out what is really needed and how we can get the money to be able to help them as well.
Awesome. Excellent. And in some of the material that you sent me talking about your organization, it mentioned that there are 5,000 jobs in our community that aren't filled because of a lack of skill in the labor force. How can we work to address that?
Well, we're hoping our scholarships is addressing that. I know that the chamber has some programs that they're putting together to try to marry a business with a student and have them come into the business and learn the basics of what it entails to work there.
Like an apprenticeship.
Exactly.
Yes. Wonderful.
And it's a program that has started. There are, I think there's a handful of businesses that are already involved.
Wonderful.
And we would like that to grow. And of course, because I'm Hispanic, I'd love my Hispanic speaking kids to get involved. And I think
Wonderful.
that once they see that there is hope and there is a future, we can see the figures changing.
Wonderful.
The Lodi Chamber of Commerce is working on what they call their Vision 2020. And when hopefully they do have a chance to come on your show, they can explain all of that. One of the main things is we have many trades and manufacturing jobs in Lodi. As Carmen said, we don't have the people to work them. One thing about our Hispanic Business Committee scholarships is that it can also go towards a trade school.
Wonderful.
It doesn't have to be just a community
traditional
college or a university. It can go towards a trade school. There's a void in our county and everywhere, I think, at this time where trades have been dropped off. You know, not as many people are going to them.
And they're vital.
They are very,
definitely.
very vital.
Not everyone is geared to go to a four-year
Absolutely.
college.
And that's okay.
And not everyone wants to be an entrepreneur. The trades are critical. And a lot of our trades do their own training. There are schools you can go to gain the knowledge, but a lot of our trades do their own training and are phenomenal.
So that's where, you know, the city, the Chamber of Commerce, the school district are working together
Great.
to try to fill that void.
Great.
Another thing is over 50% of the population of students is Hispanic in Lodi,
Okay.
in our community. And so that's
I
why
didn't
it
know
is,
that.
that's why it's
And
also
20% drop out because they just don't have the vision to go further.
Well, and they just need a step up. They just need some assistance to see where are the opportunities. How
Yes.
can they achieve those things?
and that's where the chamber is trying to step in and
Wonderful.
work again with businesses and
That
the
sounds
school
amazing.
district. Yes.
So the jobs that you're talking about that right now are unfilled, if we have a listener that's interested in looking at those jobs, where would they find those jobs? Are they listed on a website? Are they?
They would contact the Chamber of Commerce. I
Okay.
do not believe that they're actually listed.
Okay.
I think the Chamber is just aware of them.
Okay. All right. All right. And I know that we've talked a lot about Hispanic. Can someone be a part of your section of the chamber if they're not Hispanic?
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Okay.
We are finding.
It's an important misconception, so I wanted
Yes.
to point that out.
We are finding as we're going through our heritage area that there are Hispanic businesses that are not owned by Hispanics.
Okay.
And so that has made us aware that our Hispanic community is not just,
Yes.
you know, Latinos. You know,
Yes.
it is, encompasses a bunch of other businesses.
Well, in Stockton, and I'm a member, we have a whole separate Hispanic chamber, and maybe 65% are Hispanic, but there's a lot of people, and to me, what's important is working together to make our community better.
Yes. Yes.
It's not your ethnicity, it's your desire to improve the community.
Correct.
Correct.
Awesome. All right. Anything else that you would like to add that we haven't covered or talked about?
Off the top of my head, I can't think of anything.
Can-
Can you, Norma?
Well, the main thing I was going to say is regarding our scholarship dinner, we are still looking for business sponsorships.
Okay.
You
I'm
know,
glad you
and
brought that
I can provide a letter to you that shows our levels of sponsorship and what they would get. It starts with basically a shout out at the event, or you know, a certain number of tickets. Let's say a table of of seats.
Let's see if we can get the radio station there.
Absolutely, that'd be
Love it.
awesome. And then to printed, the logos on printed material and out on social media and on our website. And
All right.
things
Did you
like
want to
that.
give a shout out to any of your current sponsors?
Oh, definitely. We currently have McCollum Credit Union is a sponsor. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services is a sponsor. Lodi Health is a sponsor. And those are the three main sponsors we currently have.
Wonderful. All right. And, you can go into more detail if you'd like about financially what levels of sponsorship you're looking for, like what the different tiers are.
They start off at $500, $1,000, $1,500, and $2,000.
Awesome. Awesome. And that would be so awesome if next year you could bump up from 4 scholarships to 8 scholarships.
That would be
Definitely.
awesome.
And have the businesses
Yes.
involved as well.
5,000 each, you know.
That would be wonderful. And maybe some of our listeners are business owners and want to contribute. Let's talk about how to reach you again. So you can be reached through the chamber. What's the chamber's website?
It is lodichamber.com.
Okay.
Um,
Do we have a phone number just for the regular chamber? We'll come back to your number.
Not.
Okay, I'll look that up. Well, Norma, go ahead and give your phone number.
Again, to purchase tickets for the scholarship dinner on September 8th,
Perfect.
209-712-0684.
Okay, and then you guys also have, you don't have it, you also have a Facebook page. All right.
Lodi Chamber Hispanic Business Committee.
And let's see if we can find your phone number. It's 209-367-7840 for the Lodi Chamber. All right. And let's come back to you guys. Let's talk about career plans for you. Let's start with Frenly.
So my plan right now is I'm going to either major in physics or math at Berkeley.
Wow, awesome.
Yes. And then after that, I want to head to grad school, get a PhD in one of those two, and then start researching in physics.
Wonderful. Awesome. And how about for you, Anna?
Well, I'm going to UOP, and then I'm majoring in health and exercise science in the pursuit of physical therapy. So, and then once I'm done with the 4 years, I'm going into grad school too.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Now, don't be upset by this question, but once you have your degrees, do you plan to come back to Lodi?
Oh, yes.
Okay, awesome. How about for you?
And
if you don't, it's okay.
No idea.
All right. Okay. All right. And the main reason I ask that is to me it's important if the community is investing in you that you come and you in some way give back to the community to pay it forward.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. Okay, good. So you have a commitment from both of them. They may not stay in Lodi, but they're going to at least pay it forward in Lodi a little bit.
I'm sure they will.
All right. Awesome.
Well,
All right.
I think Frenly, like you said, you got that 3D printer thing set up there at Lodi High, except for the lower classmen to come up and be able to experience that.
That's huge.
Awesome.
That's a huge contribution to the school.
And Anna here, she's was a little trailblazer herself as she was a major wrestling.
Wow. You talked about sports, but you didn't tell us you were a wrestler.
Yeah.
Cool.
So she's also left her mark on Lodi High,
Yeah.
so
Right.
they both did great.
And let's go back to Anna. How has your family reacted with the fact that you're going to go to UOP? How do they feel about it?
Well, obviously it's stressful because it's like, wow, it's like a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
But at the
It's
same
huge.
time, and at the same time they're very excited because they get to see something, Like I'm progressing something big, and then my sister is 4 years younger than me, so she gets to see the experience of me.
Good. And
Yeah.
hopefully she's going to follow in your
Yeah.
footsteps, although it sounds like you've left pretty big footsteps.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And how about for you? How does your family feel that you're going to go to Berkeley?
My mom and my brother feel very proud of me, I assume, and so then my brother's he's younger than me. He's 10 years old right now, and so like another major factor in me like doing all these things is also setting a good example for him.
You're a mentor for him.
Exactly.
That's awesome. That's huge. And that's amazing because it sounds like both of you are definitely trailblazers. So how magnificent that you have a program that's helping to pave the way for them.
Yes.
We're
That's
excited.
wonderful. That's huge. Awesome. And going back to Lodi High, that's the only school right now that you're doing the scholarships?
No, actually, the
Okay.
scholarship program was opened up to the whole unified
Lodi
Unified School District.
Okay. All right.
Last year we received scholarship requests from several schools. This year we only received from Lodi High.
Okay. And so we want to promote that more, which means you're going to have more demand. But yes, we want all students to have opportunities to achieve their dreams. I can't emphasize how important that is in our community. Education, speaking as someone who has a doctorate, and I just went on and did my fellowship, I'm in the middle of completing that at UC Davis. You can't get enough education.
It
So-
opens up a lot of doors.
Opens up a lot of doors, and it also changes the way you think in terms of critical thinking and being able to come up with solutions. We need people that are solution oriented.
That's for sure.
Yes.
You know what
Unfortunately, go
I
ahead.
I tell the students that your education is yours. No one can take that away from you. Where anything else you may do, it's not something that you've accomplished. So education is
Very true.
just very, very important.
And I love what you said, that no one can take that away from you. It becomes a part of who you are and who you become.
Yes.
So that's beautiful. That's awesome.
Opportunities are amazing.
And let's just go through and highlight the details of the scholarship dinner again. And then we didn't talk about the Business Expo, so let's come back and talk about that.
Okay, so the scholarship dinner again is Saturday, September 8th Dinner's at 6 o'clock, so we'll open the doors approximately 5:15 for a cocktail hour, because there is a bar, of course. And
Buy the raffle tickets.
Buy the raffle tickets. Buy drink tickets. Again, it's $50 a ticket, and you can contact me, Norma Halstead, at 209-712-0684, or go on the City of Lodi Chamber of Commerce website to purchase tickets online.
Great. And then let's talk about the Business Expo.
Well, the Business Expo, this is the third year we've done it. We try to highlight the small business again, and we try to hold it at a place where it is quite visible. We had 13 participants this year. We had a variety of businesses reflected. We had an appliance store. We had an automobile. Sanborn Chevrolet was there.
Awesome.
And we had some other smaller businesses that participated. We like to, when they come, we try to encourage them not only to bring information on their business, but to bring a product, to show it off, because people see and like, whereas a lot of times they take that piece of paper and they just toss it. So it's really important for us. And we're challenged because the Hispanic community doesn't see much value in a trade show of that kind, or
but it's very valuable.
It's very, very
Exposure
valuable.
is important.
And
It's not
free
only
for the businesses.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All they have to do is bring maybe a pop-up tent if they want shade, or a table. They just bring themselves out.
And
Well,
it
then maybe-
highlights them to the whole city, not just to the community. So that makes it, a lot of people would rather drive to Stockton or drive to Sacramento for products that they can buy local.
Mm-hmm.
And
But they might not be
they
aware.
don't
Exactly,
know.
they
Yeah.
have no idea that they exist. And so the Business Expo is our way of helping the community expose their businesses
Great.
and bring light to them.
Maybe we can do some on-site commercials for the radio station for
That'd
some
be
of
awesome.
this business.
That would
So
be
let's
awesome.
work on that.
Okay.
And let's grow it from 13. So what time of year do you have the Business Expo? It
Usually
sounds
have
like
it
it just passed.
Yeah, we just had it in May.
Okay. Where
this-
was it held?
We held it at Smart and Final
Okay.
on Lodi Avenue in
Okay.
Lodi.
Maybe we could get it at Hutchins and really expand it.
Well, we try to keep it in the heritage area
Okay. Oh, I
So-
see. Okay.
so that it
That
brings
makes
people
sense.
into the area.
Okay. That makes
A
sense.
lot of people are kind of leery,
Okay.
you know,
Okay, that makes
because they
sense.
don't know what's there. So we try to keep it in the heritage area so that it's visible not only to the community, but everybody in the whole in San Joaquin Valley. We try to publicize it well enough so that everybody can come.
And I was going to ask you, how do you reach out to those businesses? How do they become aware that the Business Expo will be happening?
We have flyers.
So door to door.
We
Okay.
literally do go door to door. We have the event on our website,
Mm-hmm.
on the chamber website.
Social media.
Social media.
Is there a cost to participate in
No,
that?
it's free. It's
Wonderful.
free to the
That's huge.
vendor.
Wonderful. All right. And it's probably too soon for you to have a date for 2019.
Correct.
All right. But to be announced.
Yes.
Yes.
A,
All right.
a lot has to do with what location we
Yeah.
pick. Our
Okay.
main thing is to have it in a highly visible area where there's a lot of normal traffic that goes by it, and our hope is that they will see there's something going on, or if you're going to that area anyway, such as the store, or
Mm-hmm. Well, Smart and Final is busy all the time,
Correct,
so
it
that's a
is.
smart location
Mhm.
because people are coming in there to shop, may have no idea that the expo is going on, but yet
Correct.
they'll be able to see all of those businesses.
We'd like to have it
Yes.
at Grocery Outlet next year,
Mhm.
if at all possible. We're working on that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Any final comments from any of you?
We do appreciate you having us
Yes.
and talking to us.
Thank you,
It's
Joey.
a lot of fun, yeah.
This was a really good discussion. I learned a lot. And I think it's amazing what you two especially are doing in Lodi for the community that doesn't have a strong voice. You're giving them outreach and you're giving them hope. Anyone else on your committee that you'd like to give a shout out to?
Well, definitely Marina Navarte. She is
Awesome.
what holds everything together.
Yes,
no
she
matter
does.
what.
All right.
And our other board members are Lucrecia and Mary, who were not able to make it today.
Wonderful. All right.
Of
Definitely
course,
we want to give them
cannot,
credit.
none of us could do anything without Patrick's support.
Yes.
He's awesome.
Yeah, he's very, yeah.
All right. I'm
Very
hoping
supportive.
I'm hoping that he and Marina will come on the show, especially after they see this. So,
Yeah.
so you guys will have to nudge them a little bit.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right.
Great.
I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I am the voice of Stockton. You are the voice of Stockton. We are the voice of Stockton. Let's make it a great day.